And we're just a few hours away now from the final debate of the election campaign. The Sky News Daily Telegraph People's Forum, live from Penrith. Chief News anchor Kieran Gilbert is the ringmaster for tonight's event, as he is at all such events. Kieran, these poll results, thanks for joining us, and these poll results I have obtained this afternoon indicate something of an electoral bloodbath for the Libs at this election. But a lot of it, as I just said, is a vote that's going to the independents and minor parties as opposed to a huge swing for Labor. What do you make of it?
Well, it sounds a lot like the federal election, doesn't it, where you've got that vote for the Teal, vote for independents, not a massive primary vote for Labor, but it doesn't matter. That was Albanese became Prime Minister, Chris Minns, according to those numbers, Andrew, set to become the next Premier of New South Wales. So what that says to me tonight here at the Sky News Daily Telegraph People's Forum, and I'll just get Tim to give us a look at the room. This is where the 100 undecided voters will be seated, asking what they like, how they like. That's why we love this format. It's so unpredictable. We're at Penrith Panthers. It's going to be a very interesting evening. And I think the Premier is going to have to use this occasion to try and shift a bit of momentum, to try and get something back going his way, because those numbers, if they are replicated on Saturday night, tell me that Chris Minns will be the next Premier. And that the problem is Matt Keane, despite the efforts in Teal seats, you look at that number in Wakehurst that you showed our viewers, I thought that was fascinating. Even in a seat like Wakehurst, where you would say more on the Teal side of the voting equation of those seats, there is an independent, looks like he's going to win there, the local mayor. But the popularity for Keane, even in that seat, was in negative territory, Andrew. So I think tonight's shaping up as a very important one for the Premier if he can try and shift a bit of momentum late in the campaign.
And a very interesting one. Well, it seems to me if these results occur on election night, it will show the difficulties for Peter Dutton attempting to effectively please two constituencies. And I think it will harden the resolve, if we see this on election night Saturday, of the coalition to hold the line on issues like the safeguard mechanism and the voice, Kieran.
Well, yeah, if you look at, again, so the North Shore number you had there, it's probably not going to hold those seats anyway. So the efforts to try and stem that bleeding in some of those Teal seats doesn't look like it's working that effectively anyway. And then they diminish their chances in other seats where that One Nation vote has soared, like in Leppington, like in Hornsby, as you reported yesterday. Andrew, I've got with me here, this is the Sky News Daily Telegraph People's Forum. I've got the state political editor from the Daily Telegraph, my good friend James O'Doherty. James, you've heard what Andrew and I have been saying about Matt Keane. Give us a sense, our viewers, a sense of the role that he's played, not just in this campaign, but throughout the last couple of years.
Well, everyone knows that Matt Keane is from the left of the Liberal Party. His role in this campaign and more broadly has been to shore up those Teal seats we've been talking about, seats like Pittwater, seats like Wakehurst, North Shore and Lane Cove, where the Liberal Party does face a significant problem from Teal, mostly Climate 200-backed independents. Wakehurst, it's a little bit different. That independent is not a Teal. Michael Regan, the local mayor, he looks set to win that seat based on the numbers that Andrew has reported this afternoon. But Keane's role has been to shore up votes for the Liberal Party in the Teal seats. Perhaps it has cost them in the must-win West.
You see that One Nation vote up in double digits, 15, 16% in Hornsby, Leppington. What about Penrith? We're here in the foot of the mountains. What do you expect will come up tonight from the 100 undecided voters?
Well, some of the big issues that we care about statewide from the Penrith perspective are things like the Warragamba Dam Wall. The government has promised that they will raise the Warragamba Dam Wall to do much needed flood mitigation work in this region and other regions like it. But there's no money in the forward estimates for this. The government says that they need to work on the business case first and get federal approvals before they put money into it. But there's no money in the forwards. This could cost up to $3 billion, Labor says. The rebuild of or upgrade of the Penrith Stadium is another one. Big question for what happens to the Paceway site. So these are some of the local issues in Penrith, but really the main one would have to be cost of living, biting here 100%. Just as it is across the rest of the state.
It's a huge issue, isn't it? And the tolls driving into the city and so on.
Tolls in particular.
James O'Doherty, I hope you enjoyed tonight. It should be fun. The Sky News Daily Telegraph People's Forum. I appreciate your insights. Andrew Clennell, I'll be back with you at the top of the hour. I'll be joined by the member for Penrith and the senior Liberal, Stuart Ayres, is going to be with me shortly.
Yeah, he's got a hell of a fight on his hands, Kieran. Thanks very much. See you soon. And tonight's the night, the final must-watch debate of the New South Wales campaign. Dom Perrottet and Chris Minns in front of undecided voters, 7:30 p.m. this evening. Don't miss it, live here on Sky News.